To everyone who has joined this channel for the first time, I'm someone who talks about money when money is a problem for people when they're trying to achieve it, not when they have achieved it. You're gonna hear a lot of YouTube channels, podcasts, a lot of people talking about how to save money, how to make money when they are already successful. The trick with that is it does not work for everyone. The reason is because the idea of success and idea of making money and the amount of money they want to make is different for everyone. So in this channel, I talk about money in a situation that I am in, and what little I have achieved. So today we are going to talk about how much money is too much money. I don't think anyone has ever said that there is too much money, but the whole notion of this idea of having too much money, what does it mean for you? For example, for someone, having too much money could mean if they can buy yachts, they can buy multi-mansions, and they can buy huge generational complexes. But for some people, it could mean paying off their house and being able to travel. That's where everything differentiates. An idea that you hear from someone saying that you need to do step 1, step 2, step 3 to reach to a certain point where you can be financially free, it might not be right for you. It might be right for someone, but not for most of you, because all of us, we think differently. For all of us, money could mean different things. So here I am trying to decode what it could mean for you. As I talked about it in my first video, I am an international student. I came to Canada in 2018. I'm not an international student now. I'm a permanent resident in Canada. But in 2018, I landed in this beautiful country that gave me all the possible opportunities. And I know a lot of you would disagree with me at this point of time, considering the condition. But again, I'll break down step by step what I did and how everything went off for me, so that you guys can see that if it can happen for me, it can happen for anyone. Now, when I came in 2018, I was just a student. The biggest gift that my parents gave me at that point of time was they took care of my tuition. And as all of you guys know, that the fees for international students is really, really expensive. You do have to pay for 2 semesters beforehand. So that was already taken care for. It's just 2 semesters. So while I was studying, I took on a part-time job. I interviewed multiple positions, and the first one that I landed was the one in the campus of my college. And again, I agree, I was the lucky one. It's gonna be really hard for anyone to do that today, but again, you keep going at it. It will come, pretty sure. You keep applying for a job. There's no such thing as getting discouraged, because you do need a job. You cannot get discouraged from looking for a job. It's going to take 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, doesn't matter. And I'm going to come to a point in my life where I was actually having trouble getting a job as well, even after having a lot of experience. But we'll get to that place once we are there. Also, I'm going to mention that again, I did that in my first video, that I do not re-record my audios over here. I just go, everything that goes from my gut, it comes through the videos to my listeners. So when I was finishing my studies, at that point of time, again, as I told, I was working part-time. My part-time was taking care of my rental, my food, and my travels. Traveling was not that hard because I used public transport, and my school gave me a pass which I could use like everywhere. So that worked for me. But I was very much conscious of how much I'm spending, how much money is coming in, and how much needs to go out. Now, I was living with a roommate at that point of time, so a lot of things were getting in half for me. And I think that was the ideal situation as well. If I was living by myself, that would not be anyway sustainable for me with the amount of inflow that I was having in terms of money. I was a student of finance, and one of the best book and the best course I have taken, not just for my studies but for my life, is called Personal Finance. I actually went through everything that is, I would say, the first step of everything that I could do for myself in terms of finance. That's when I realized that having a budget that worked for myself. I really spent some time in creating, like taking care of my credit card statements, looking at my finance, seeing how much I'm spending, where I'm spending. And surprisingly, it actually helped me figure out where I was overspending. And since then, I have not let go of that practice. Every month, I spend time looking at my finances and seeing where I've overspent the month. You at least have to be conscious of, if you're overspending, where are you throwing your money at. Those days come, I understand, but you do need to know where your money is going. If you just don't look at it, I mean, that's a disaster waiting to happen. You are going to fail, certainly. One of the biggest questions I asked myself was, what do I want to achieve in this life? And me, I'm not a person of stuff. I don't like things. I do not have a lot of materialistic requirements in my life. When I think about like, what do I want to achieve in life, it's never I want to buy this, I want to buy that. It's just the kind of person I am. There's no way I'm going to judge anyone who wants to buy beautiful cars, want to go and like have big mansions and everything. It's just not me. I'd rather have a smaller house that is paid off and something that I can live with myself. And I don't want bills in my life. If that's what I could transcribe through my video here, is I hate having any kind of debt, any kind of obligation every month. Now, I do know like there are certain obligations you cannot let go of, but there are certain that I, in my earlier years, also wanted to be sure that I do not want them in long term. I need to make sure that they go away as soon as possible. So that is where I would say like, when you say what is too much money, for me that is too much money. The day I do not have any kind of debt, I have my requirements met, which is like having a house, having a car that works, having a good, healthy emergency fund in case my car breaks, in case my house catches fire, all those things, right? But those things come afterward. But that was my idea of having too much money, everything paid off, no obligation month to month, and I am my own person. If I don't want to go to work, if I just want to sit and have and relax and just look outside and look at walls throughout the day, I can do that. So that is what I think, something that a person needs to figure out first before they start going on this journey about what is too much money for them. And there is no wrong answer there. If you want to go with the huge things, there's nothing wrong there. We just need to plan accordingly. But a person who's planning for that might not need to have the same steps for a person who just needs to take care of, like, let's just say a credit card. These one need to get rid of a credit card, right? They just need to get rid of a car. They just need to like pay off the car, right? So it might not be same for everyone. So that's the first step, I feel, for everyone. You need to know what is too much money for you. Comment below and subscribe and let me know what is it that you want me to talk about. Again, as I said, I do not BS around. I am just gonna take a phone in my hand and record whatever I think regarding this, with years of experience that I have in financial industry, of the people that I've seen, of the experiences that I've had, that what exactly would work for you. And again, like, I am not super successful, but I am not really bad as well. I am sustaining myself. So it will come from a person who's almost in the same boat as you guys are. So let me know, comment below, and let me know what's your having too much money too. So for next time, thank you.